Because you decided to click on this video, I'm sure that you already know the importance of having energy. I was in this situation where I would be going to school, and after school, I wanted to do really productive things, from working out to, working on my business, reading books so I could level myself up. But once I got back home, I just didn't have the energy. And the only thing that I did was, watch some shows, play some video games, or whatever. And it wasn't that I guess those things were bad. It was just I was frustrated that I didn't have the energy to do the things that I wanted to do. So the first thing I turned to, which a lot of guys do, is caffeine. Caffeinated products, whether it's energy drinks or drinking a lot of coffee. That was my thing for a while. And it worked. For the first few months, it worked wonders. And after I got home, I'd be really productive, was able to do all the things that I wanted to. But very quickly, I started to realize that I had to keep increasing my dosage just to feel the same level of energy. And it got to a point where I was intaking so much caffeine that I was starting to have problems. Like, you know what I mean if you've done this, but you just feel off once you have that much caffeine. And I knew that I was experiencing these health problems, and I knew it was unsustainable basically. So the question became, how do I increase my baseline energy levels without, taking these substances that are unsustainable? Pretty much, there's three major things that have really helped me to have more energy, be more productive, so I can do the things that I want to, which I'm going to share with you in this video. The first thing is having a red light filter. If you didn't know, basically blue light, it signals our brains that, hey, it's morning time, you should be awake and alert. And the problem with this, especially at nighttime, is when you're on your phone or, you're looking at a screen or whatever, all of this blue light is coming to your eyes and it's signaling to your brain, hey, it's still morning time. And it just keeps you awake longer than you should be. You'll know when, you're staying up past 2, 3 p.m., just scrolling on your phone or watching some show or playing some video games. Obviously, you get the advice hey, just stop doing those things, put your phone away. But it's hard for a lot of people because you already have that habit established. What's been super helpful for me is just installing a red light filter. So basically, if you're on your computer, Mac or Windows, whatever, you install this program called Flux. Basically what it does is that when it becomes sunset time, wherever you are, it gradually increases the red light and reduces the blue light, so that even if you're on your screen, even if you're on your computer, it puts on this red light, so you become more sleepy automatically. So even if it's hard to kick the habit of being on your device, it automatically makes you just sleepier essentially. Super helpful. And you can do the same thing on your phone. A lot of people don't know this. I'm sure you can do it on Android. I have an iPhone, so you just go to shortcuts, go to automations, and then you set up this color filter thing so that, for me, once it gets to 7 or 8 p.m., automatically this red light comes on. So my entire screen is red, so that even if I'm on my phone, I automatically become more sleepy. And what this practically has done for me is that, one, the quality of my sleep is a lot better because I'm not flooding myself with blue light. And two, I naturally just want to fall asleep faster because, again, none of that blue light is coming into my eyes. Super helpful thing. Next thing is that you want to front load your work if you can. Super, super important thing if you're trying to be productive. If you do the hard work first thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up when you have the most amount of energy, all else being equal, you're going to have more energy to do those things. Pretty much the problem that I was facing is that I would have work or I'd have school, and then after that, I expected myself to have enough energy to then go do the really productive things like reading a book or working on my business or working out. I just didn't have enough energy. Literally just by doing that stuff first thing in the morning. So, practically speaking, that just meant waking up a little bit earlier. As soon as I woke up, okay, just do some push-ups. I'd read 10 pages of a book, start working on my business. And because I did it first thing in the morning when I had the most energy, it became so much easier to do. And I still had enough energy later in the day because, for school and most jobs that you have, you don't really need that much energy. You can kind of be just brain dead and get through it. So, that was a super helpful thing as well. The last thing I would say that has been super helpful as well is wake up at the same time every single day. A lot of people don't know this, but it's not just about getting 8 hours of sleep every night. Although that is like, super useful information, it's also super important that you are waking up at the same time, keeping your circadian rhythm consistent. If you're waking up at like 12 p.m. and then, the next day it's 8 a.m. and then the next day it's like 2 p.m., it's harder for your brain to recover and like develop this natural cycle. So if you just have this alarm and you wake up at the same time every day, make sure you can do it consistently, both on the weekdays and on the weekends. Man, you have no idea how much more refreshed you will be just by doing that. Now, of course, there's a lot of other things that you can be doing, like if you're doing cardio or like just working out. There's a whole bunch of different things, but I wanted to give you just some quick things that you can do right now that'll pretty much immediately increase your energy levels. I know what it's like to be addicted to caffeine and like relying on that for energy, and it's not a good place to be. And just not having the energy to go out and to do the things that you need to be doing, especially as a younger guy, dude, that feeling sucks. If you're an ambitious guy, you want to achieve all of these great things so you can have success in whatever area that may be, you need to have energy. And I hope this video helps, gives you some quick wins. Let me know if you got some value from this video. Leave some down in the comments, and yeah, peace out. By the way, if you got some value from this video, I think you'd be a good fit for our Brotherhood. The first link in the description, you can join our Discord community. Pretty much just as a group of a bunch of young guys. Planning to do some cool things in there. We'll have some challenges. You'll be able to be in contact with me if you have any, particular questions or you just want to hang out. So, yeah, go check it out. Peace out.